So it looks like Rocksteady isn't completely done with the Batman series, despite having him killed off in the Suicide Squad game that came out earlier this year. And the reason I say that is because um, it's recently been revealed that we're supposed to be getting a comic book series based off of the Arkham series, which came out between 2009 and 2015. And I believe it's going to be called Batman the Arkham Saga Omnibus. And based on what we know, it's supposed to be more than 1,600 pages long. And it's something that people can pre order at Amazon for $150. And it's supposed to be released on September 24th. And pretty much the collection is going to include multiple titles like Batman Arkham City issues 1 through 5, Batman Arkham City Endgame issue 1, Batman Arkham Knight issues 1 through 12, Batman Arkham Knight Genesis issues 1 through 6, Batman Arkham Unhinged, Batman Arkham Origin Special, just to name a couple. And honestly, I feel like it's great that Rocksteady is doing something special with Batman in relation to the comic book series and all that, because I feel like this is something that should have been done way sooner. And and obviously, Rocksteady is they're trying to make as much money as they can off of Batman's name, likeness, and all that. And the reason that's the case is because I don't think we're ever going to get another. Um, we're not going to get a sequel to Batman Arkham Knight because obviously Warner Brothers Game, who's currently the publisher for Batman titles, seemingly wants to get out of the gaming business, or they want to have less to do with the gaming business in general after the last major DC game that came out, which was the Suicide Squad game, did really bad. They lost like $200 million because it was a flop. And yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like moving away from Batman and killing him off was a big mistake, and that was something that I had mentioned in a previous video because Batman for the most part has been like the face of DC. He's been like the main attraction. He's always been more popular than Superman, Wonder Woman, most of the main stars. I mean, even Harley Quinn at her peak, and I feel like they've ruined Harley Quinn at this point with the game and the Birds of Prey movie. Harley Quinn has her character has never been the same. She was white hot between like 2016 and 2019 in terms of popularity, but yeah, I mean, I do feel that having a comic book series for the Batman Arkham series is something that's needed, especially for those who never played any of the games. Each game that came out are all masterpieces, and I believe you could still, buy those at used game stores, or you can get the trilogy collection for the Xbox Series X. But yeah, as far as how the comic book series is going to be released. There's been speculation that it could be like split up into like 5 different volumes or something like that. But yeah, I like despite how it's released or how it looks and all that, I still feel like it's something that it's going to be it's definitely going to be like a collectible. It's going to be something that's going to end up being worth a lot of money. Like 10 years from now, it's going to be rare. I feel like it's going to be very difficult to find. I'm not exactly sure whether or not this is going to be like a limited edition type of deal or anything like that. But if it is, I know it's going to be super rare in the future. And I do know that there's supposed to be like, special like editions of this that's supposed to be released as well. I don't have too much details on that as well, but I've heard that the character models and the character art and the concept art and all that stuff, those things are going to leave a lasting impression on those who decide to purchase the comic book series when it does come out. And I do feel like it's going to be one of the few things that people are going to look forward to this upcoming fall in relation to anything DC related, because I don't know, for like the rest of the year, I don't really see any like big plans or anything big happening with DC for the most part. And that might seem troubling to some people, but let's be real. I mean, DC, I don't think they can make any type of game that can rival or match the Spider-Man or the Marvel Spider-Man series in terms of popularity. You look at Marvel Spider-Man 1, which came out in 2018, did like 20 mil in terms of sales on the PS4, and I believe Marvel Spider-Man 2 is starting to close in on that. So I honestly feel like Rocksteady, they feel like they can't really make a Batman game that's gonna rival Spider-Man game in terms of sales and commercial success or anything like that. But for the most part, Batman had a great run in relation to the video game series. I mean, they can always make non-canon. Actually, you know what? I don't even see that happening, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't think it's the last that we'll ever see of Batman in relation to video games or anything like that. But I do feel like we have seen Batman's greatest games between 2009 and 2015 during the Arkham series, and I do feel that having a comic book series that's more than 1,600 pages long is something that's needed, and I feel like it's something that that Rocksteady should do because of how he was killed off. It's something that I feel like Batman definitely deserves, and I'm pretty sure it's something that longtime DC fans are going to be stoked about once it's released this upcoming fall.